Welcome back, everyone. Pretty quiet day turned out to be. Lots of sunshine, seasonably cold with those numbers for the third straight day, right around 30 degrees. We'll cool off those numbers pretty nicely. Plenty of teens, but already around 9 in Stockton and Dubuque. In the Quad Cities right now, yeah, we're right around 11. So we got some clearing, enough to kind of chill that air a bit. 15 in downtown Davenport, and like we mentioned at the airport, around 11 after seeing those temperatures make their way as high as 31 degrees across here. At least no wind out there, so that's some good news. In fact, I think our temperatures will be holding steady really throughout most of the night until we start adding that blanket of clouds and already coming in from the north and west, courtesy of this clipper. Now, it is tracking its way to the north, but it is plowing ahead of it, not only this warm front and these added clouds, but also maybe a few flakes of snow. We could be seeing that in a small handful of our hometowns, I would say after daybreak come tomorrow. But more importantly, that warm front will bring in those much better temperatures as early as tomorrow. Let's throw our future track into motion, showing the clouds rolling in by 5 a.m. And as far as anything really significant, just don't see it. Like I said, I think maybe a few flakes may be flying around areas near the Quad Cities and points north and east. Nothing that's going to accumulate. I think all that may be primarily off to our north and east. And once that warm front moves on by, then we'll be dealing with a lot of broken clouds as we go throughout the rest of the day. But that will turn those winds more out of the southwest. And that means warmer temperatures, no doubt about it. Plenty of upper 30s, but yes, even right around 40, possibly even lower 40s as you make your way into southeastern Iowa. So we are definitely heading in the right track. And I think those temperatures will show a little change for highs heading into our Friday. The only big difference is there's going to be a lot of wind coming in on Friday, maybe gusts around 30. That's going to cool off those temperatures on Saturday before we bounce those numbers once again as we head into Sunday, as well as we make our way into early next week as well. But staying dry, and that may be in store, that may be what we're looking at until we get to maybe sometime later next week. This is one of several models that we have, but this may pose our next round of some wet weather. Too early to say if it's going to be all snow, a mix, or all rain. The track's going to be the key, the amount of moisture, temperatures, you name it. So that will be a system we'll keep an eye on for later into next week. And as mentioned, we need the moisture to get in that ground. Your 8 and 14-day tracker, that's coming up right after this.
It's not just a home, it's a fully connected life. When work flows effortlessly, when friends connect from anywhere, when your house runs on smart everything and being offline isn't an option, Extreme is the connection you need. Get 1 gig internet with no data caps, Wi-Fi and security powered by Eero, plus the equipment you'll need, all for $65 a month for 2 years. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
All right, let's take a look at that 8-day tracker. And I'm so ironic when I say I'm looking forward to Monday of next week.
It's nice to start the week on such a high note.
Very much so.
Literally.
It could be 50, it could get even warmer. And there are signs that it could get even warmer.
Are you coming to work then?
Something's coming up with I'm coming up with something. We'll cool off those numbers a little bit later in the next week. Once again, we'll keep an eye on that system for later in the next week, but not much of any real cold coming in behind it. In fact, after the following weekend, we may actually see a slight bump in numbers. The 3-degree guarantee sponsored by our good friends at Erickson Chevrolet in Milan. Peter was forecasting 30. It got the 31.
Okay. We're back on track here.
I know he's back on track. He was getting a little worried.
Sure, yeah.
So that's good to get another $20 back in the pot.
Very good. No one sets up hooky as well as you do.
We try. I know we all try.
Right. James, thank you. All right, coming